The Joe Rogan Experience.
My buddy Eric Hecker, the guy, he was in Antarctica, was the guy who worked at the Raytheon.
Oh, you know that guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I saw that guy on Sean Ryan's show, and I was like, "Wait, what's
That's
going on?"
where I first saw him. Yeah.
It's a neutrino detector that's also a direct energy weapon that can make
so Ice Cube.
earthquakes.
I was already aware of Ice Cube neutrino detector because I just like looking up science shit, and
Right.
neutrinos are wacky. So when I first heard of it, they built this detector in Antarctica. They didn't mention it's Raytheon, but that's who built it.
Neutrinos are passing through us all the time,
Almost
passing through
massless
the Earth.
particles. And the thing is, they all come from space, but for some reason, anomalously, neutrinos seem to be coming out of the Earth at that part in Antarctica was the big mainstream science mystery of that the neutrino detector is going to find. But anyway, he started saying you could use neutrinos for all kinds of shit, like FTL communications if you had to. Or you
What
could,
is FTL?
Faster than light communications through entanglement. You could deal with neutrinos.
You could send information through neutrinos?
Apparently, now, look, I'm a dolphin expert, not a neutrino expert. So I want to make that clear. I get a couple claws in me. I talk dolphins, but he had no seeing an alien stories or something.
No.
Also, he has he could explain it scientifically to you, but I already think it's a weapon because I already know what HARP is. All the things they told you are not that is a fucking lie. I mean, it's just a lie. There's a treaty to not use weather weapons from 1975. Why? Because they had those. You don't make a treaty unless you have those weapons. There's no nuclear treaty before nukes, right?
Right. Yeah, good point.
We used it in Nam. Iran accused W of using weather weapons on them.
Really?
Yeah, on my dinner jacket. Remember that guy? The guy who wore that...
He accused them of using
they
weather
had a drought.
weapons?
They had a drought. And so, anyway, with ELF
He accused
waves...
them of starting the drought.
Yeah, it's not... See, control's maybe a misnomer. It's like how people talk about a controlled burn. And I asked my girl's brother's a fireman, outdoor fireman. He goes, we don't call it a controlled burn because we really only control it at the point where we set it. I go, what? Because we call it a prescribed burn.
Oh, boy.
So they can prescribe weather. Let's put it that way. You could stimulate a thing and get certain effects, and it's all like ELF waves and shit.
Well, didn't Dubai just have another fucking flood?
And and from over Geo-Engineering, and they banned people from taking video of it at the time as a big embarrassment.
But they just had another one.
Now
there's a recent one.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's
because I heard some people talking about it, or I saw some people talking
all
about
extra, what do they call ELF waves? You could do all kinds of stuff with those waves,
right?
man.
But cloud seeding is 100% real.
Of course,
they cloud seed in the United Arab Emirates. I believe they do that every week. I think they make it rain there every week in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? But they make it actually rain there. They actually make it rain there once a week.
Remember the kid with the mullet? They blamed the Mystic Camp drowning here in Texas when the flood happened?
Yes.
It wasn't that kid. He got set out. He got hung out to dry like it was on him. But no, nothing he did. And Jesse Michaels is right. He was right. He told me, and he was dead right. The whatever caused that was something so much more sinister. And that kid was like, he's an easy guy to, you know.
So what do you think that was man-made weather that caused that storm?
I can't remember the guy's name. We had, at the time on Jimmy's show, the dude came on and explained exactly what it was and the loophole that lets them, because there's a treaty to not, so I assume they just violate it. But no, there's actually a loophole to test this shit out here. It's so fucked, dude. It's so fucked. And you already know it is.
But what evidence does this guy have that they created that storm? Because I thought they had been tracking that storm. I thought this was like
I'm not saying he said they created it, but...
I thought it was, but hold on. I thought it was a convergence of two storms that was very rare, and it caused this flash flood.
I don't remember his details. I just know I feel at this point, especially after that Epstein shit, that they should have to prove they're not guilty.
But hold on. Yeah, sure, but also storms are real. Like Katrina, there's always been fucking actual real hurricanes.
But the climate change shit is not real. That's been a lie the whole time.
A study published in World Weather Attribution Group found the global warming caused by fossil fuel emissions most likely exacerbated the intense rains that lashed the UAE and Oman last year. But this isn't last year.
No,
so
this is from the recent thing you just asked about from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So 2 weeks ago there was a flood, right?
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as the one before, but there was.
Okay.
Yo.
So this was 2 weeks ago? Is that the 2 weeks ago one?
Yes.
That's still fucking bad.
Bill Gates has already walked away from climate change. You saw that,
I
right?
did.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So they've been lying to you for how long about that bullshit?
Okay, here it is. The downpour worsened by a lack of storm drains hobbled Dubai Airport, the world's busiest hub for international passengers. So they're saying it's climate change that's causing it to rain more.
There's my proof that it's not that.
But here's the thing. They absolutely do cloud seed.
Yeah.
So why don't you search that? Put that into Perplexity.
Geo-engineering is the term you want to find.
Put it into Perplexity. Does the United Arab Emirates cloud seed to make artificial rain, or it's not artificial, it's real rain. It's just their force rain. What's the word? Whatever. Search that. You'll find it, Jamie. They absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Cloud seeding is widely used in the UAE to enhance natural rainfall, but it only works when suitable clouds already exist and typically increases rain by perhaps 10 to 30%, not by creating storms from nothing. The UAE runs one of the world's most active research-driven rain enhancement programs using aircraft, ground generators, and experimental methods like drones and electric charging to boost water security. So they're just doing it a bunch of different ways over there. So the blaming it on climate change when they are 100% making it rain there all the time is bananas. It's bananas. Like, you don't even know what the fucking weather would be like if they didn't do it, if they're doing it all the time. If they're doing it all the time, you literally don't have a control group.
Do you remember chemtrails? The thing that was stupid people thought was a real thing, but it was a conspiracy.
Right.
Well, it turns out that was real, and it's called geo-engineering. They did the thing they always do, changing the name of the thing to not admit it.
That's true, but a lot of the trails that you see in the sky that look like artificial clouds are just created because of condensation in the atmosphere, the moisture in the atmosphere hitting the hot jet engine in an incredibly cold climate.
Yeah.
It literally creates clouds.
But it should be all of them. There shouldn't even be 20% of the time you're spraying shit. We already know
Well,
they
I
spray
don't
shit on
think it's
people.
that many. I think, but they definitely do spray shit. That's the problem. The problem is when everybody thinks that every fucking Southwest airline is spraying things to keep everybody docile. What you're that's the problem is that's easily disprovable. And what you do is you open the door for that allows them to do the real shit. So what you got to recognize
How do you
is
open the
what
door
a
with that?
regular plane is.
Wait, how do you open the door?
Because if you think that every fucking American Airlines flight overhead that's making artificial clouds is doing it because they're spraying things on you, you that's easily disproven. And then that.
Well, I don't think everyone.
But hold on.
Yeah.
That makes all the other stuff seem silly too.
Right.
Because I think they probably are spraying some things with some planes. And there's real data that shows that they've tried that and practiced that. NFL playoffs, let's go. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, makes every moment feel bigger. Postseason games shift fast, and with DraftKings live betting options, you can stay right in the moment. Plus, DraftKings has your back with early exit protection. If the player in your eligible NFL prop bet goes down at any point in the first half, you still get paid in cash. New customers bet just $5, and if the bet wins, you get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the code ROGAN. That's code ROGAN to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Here's my favorite one that I told you, the stratospheric atmosphere. Was it? It's called Satan in England.
Yeah, that one. Search that one.
The Geo-Engineering England, because, to fight climate change, we're going to
call it Satan. We're gonna dim the
You know how
atmosphere.
too
and
much
call it
sunlight
Satan.
gets to England?
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's
over
where
there.
we're getting all that climate change from. England's
a lot
too
of
sunny.
burns. A lot of burns. Causes fires.
These Boers swamp people are going to be fucking. And then to call it Satan, are you just like?
Well, they're gonna
what a
make
fuck you?
Mordor. It's gonna literally look like Mordor. It's going to be black skies. And where does Sauron live?
It's going to be like Highlander 2 where we learn not to do this.
Where does Sauron live?
Oh, Mordor.
Yeah, Mordor. Satan is the name of the tiny UK balloon experiment that released very small amount of sulfur dioxide. Literally, Satan smells like sulfur. Sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere over England as a proof of concept for solo geo-engineering, not a large-scale ongoing weather modification program. It has nonetheless become a focus of online conspiracy claims about UK geo-engineering and weather control. How funny is that? It's become a focus of online conspiracy claims about UK geoengineering.
Yeah.
So them actually doing geoengineering has become a focus of online conspiracy claims about geoengineering.
What a strange thing to put a balloon called Satan that sprays sulfur on. Is everybody I love how they gaslight you in these fucking things.
Oh.
It's not a big deal. Nicki Minaj just has a great sense of showmanship.
Satan was not a part of a major UK development program. It was led by a private researcher, and later UK funding announcements for solo geoengineering research focused on other small-scale outdoor trials. Example, sea ice thickening, cloud brightening, with formal oversight.
Yeah.
So what? So they're doing sea ice thickening?
Okay, so let me translate. The stuff has already been developed militarily.
These motherfuckers are trying to make an ice age. They're doing sea ice thickening.
You know the ice is coming back.
I know.
Yeah, that's weird. I was told there was going to be, the coral reefs came back.
No,
there's more rainforest than there's ever been. Did you know that?
We're in this precession of the equinoxes thing, right?
What's that?
What is the precession of the equinoxes? It's like every 20-something thousand years. The Earth doesn't just spin, right? It spins with a wobble. And that wobble is called the precession of the equinoxes. That's how when they look at some of the ancient sites and, like Egypt and different places where the sun at the summer solstice would have come through this, and they use that to determine around the time period when it was built. It's a theory at least, because they know that the sky moves and that they had tracked this. The ancients had tracked this, the precession of the equinoxes,
this have to
the
do
wobble
with,
of space. But listen to the thing. It means during the wobble is when the Earth gets colder and warmer and colder and warmer, depending on where you are in the wobble cycle. So the equator kind of stays the same, which is why there's all these ancient sites on the equator. The Mayans and the Aztecs and all these incredible civilizations, they existed in a place where it didn't fuck it up too much. Whereas everything else, it's like ice age, then it gets hot. Ice age, then it gets hot.
I thought we were technically an ice age for the last however long, because there normally, historically, weren't ice caps. So we're still technically in an ice age. As far as I know, if you look it up, that's what they'll tell you.
I think that's true. I think it has gotten warmer and it has gotten colder, but I think technically we're in an ice age.
I'm still a little bitter about it because I could think of I told you 3 or 4 things off the top of my head where I went to bed like, oh no.
These fucking eggheads that are talking about spraying things in the sky freaks me out though, because the scariest thing that could ever happen to us is an ice age. Because you can't go anywhere warm. See, if it gets hot out, you move to the north. That's what people have done from the fucking beginning of time. And we're like, we're here, we're staying here forever. No, if the ocean rises, you have to leave. And if people didn't ever exist, the oceans moved back and forth fucking thousands of miles. It's gonna move. You're gonna have earthquakes. You're gonna have things change.
You know how
shift.
I plotted by if Obama builds oceanfront property or not. That's my
good.
guiding. All of them.
Vineyard, they all buy oceanfront property.
So and the insurance never changed on it. So it's been bullshit the whole time. There's still people that are like, and they've invested everything in it.
They've invested everything. They also have cats and they live alone.
I mean,
there's a lot of that. A lot of people are like taking care of the earth like it's their kids because they don't have any kids.
Can I tell you a crackpot theory I have? And I know it's hard to believe as a respected dolphin scientist. I think that. Oh, he had one. It looks like in the video of John C. Lilly,
he had one skeleton glove.
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
I don't know. The goon tank told him to do it, and he did it. The guy's a fucking nut. The guy was involved in bad shit. He wasn't good. Project Bluebeam you always hear about with the fake alien invasion they were planning on in the 70s. You know?
Right.
Which, by the way, was not supposed to be a fake alien invasion. It was supposed to be a fake religious event that could be an alien invasion, but it wasn't necessarily that.
Okay.
And, even if they did or didn't do it, there's another project to get I think that this whole bullshit of climate change and the thing of like maybe you're the alien and you don't belong here on the Earth, right?
Right.
I think that's a smarter play to do than Bluebeam, is to get this Gaia cult started where the Earth's more important than you, the human living here, and you're probably not even from, you probably came from another planet here, from some kind of panspermia. And then when you hear any of these stupid alien stories, this is how I know they're a fake one from some dark entity, is they always tell you about how humans are so warlike. If humans don't change their ways, assholes, nobody wants to go to war. 70% of people didn't want to even pull the trigger. That's why we have kindergarten. Why aren't you going to our leaders and thumbing their assholes and telling them this shit? Why do you do it to some farmer? That's the suspicion. Whenever I hear that fucking Gaia Earth shit, I think that's what Bluebeam actually manifested as. Because it all comes, like in the 90s, and they're all connected to Epstein, all the greats. What's his name? Leon Black, that fuck. You know who that is?
No.
Oh, he's an Epstein pal. All these assholes. I mean, you could find the shit pretty easy, but they all, that's where this came from, where it's like, you're a guest on this planet. And then they go, oh, humans are destroying everything. Like, we're not in charge of that, motherfucker. I'm not putting Satan up in the sky to spray sulfur dioxide. I'm not starting wars for no fucking reason.